You don't know how long you've been here, floating, growing, waiting. But now it's time. Something inside you pushes. Instinct, hunger, urgency. You thrash, forcing your way forward, feeling warm flesh part around you, and then you explode into the world in a glorious bloody mess. Warm air, harsh lights, you squirm forward, slick with blood. You don't know what you are. You don't know why you're here, but you're alive. And then...
Oh, shit.
Oh, what's that? You thought you were the main character. Nah, the title's literally why it would suck to be a xenomorph. Your story? Over before it even started. Don't worry though, you may be dead, but at least your sister, she's about to take this nightmare to a whole nother level. Yup, while you were busy getting turned into space spaghetti, your sister was still cooking up inside another crewmate. And this guy, he knows something's wrong. Every breath feels heavier. There's a weight in his chest, pressing, shifting. His veins feel like they're on fire. He's infected, and he knows it. But does he say anything? Does he tell his crew? No. He sits there, clenching his teeth, pretending that everything's fine. Maybe I can fight it, he tells himself. Maybe I can make it out of this. He can't. A few hours later, he's drenched in sweat, curled up in some dark corner of the ship, gripping his chest like it's about to detonate. And then, your sister bursts out, just like you did. Small, weak, but very much alive. Blood soaks her slick, worm-like body. She wriggles forward. Instinct clicks in. She needs to hide, and fast. She scurries away into the dark, vanishing into the ventilation system. She doesn't know why. She doesn't think, she just acts. The smell of metal, fuel, blood, it's everywhere. And the warmth? The warmth is good. Every second, her body is changing, hardening, strengthening, shedding her skin. By the time the crew even realizes there's a second one of you, she's not the same creature that tore its way out of that poor guy's chest. Not anymore. That was just step one. Now she stands tall. Her exoskeleton has hardened. Sleek, smooth, nearly indestructible. No eyes, no need for them. She sees in ways her prey can't. The heat from their bodies, the vibrations of their movements, the panic in the breaths they don't even realize they're taking. Her inner jaw clicking restlessly. There's no need for thought when instinct is in control. She moves away from high traffic corridors, away from the open areas where stupid panic humans might get a lucky shot at. She needs somewhere quiet, somewhere safe. The hum of the ship's systems is softer. The cold metal untouched for a long time. Perfect. She presses her claws against the wall. Thick, sticky resin begins oozing from her limbs, stretching outwards, covering the clean metal surface with something better. Something alive. But building isn't enough. The hive needs bodies, hosts for the next generation. And she's gonna make it happen. She doesn't charge into battle. She doesn't make a noise. She isn't stupid. She waits. She can hear the crew. They're scared. They know something's wrong. One of them, not scared enough. He moves away from the others, just a little. Maybe he needs some air. Maybe he thinks he's safe. He isn't. She drops from the ceiling, no warning. 1 second, the guy's standing there. The next, he's gone. Tries to scream, to warn the others. It doesn't work. She tightens her grip around him, just enough to cut off his air. To weaken him, but not kill him. Because dead hosts? Useless. She drags him back deep into the hive. His body is forced against the wall. Thick, sticky strands harden around him, holding him in place. He's not the first. And he won't be the last. The crew? Yeah, they've noticed. 2 of them are missing. The rest stick close together now. Guns raised. Every shadow feels dangerous. Good. That's how they're supposed to feel. But what's the plan here? Walk around until they get picked off? They don't have a plan. As the hive grows, her body undergoes another transformation. She She molts, shedding her old exoskeleton, emerging larger and more formidable. Her crest becomes more pronounced, her limbs thicker and stronger. She has become a Praetorian, the hive's elite defender. With her new form, she becomes even more efficient. The captured crew members have already served their purpose, incubating the next generation of xenomorphs. Everything is going perfectly, but the hive still needs something more. It needs a queen. And that means her. It's not a choice. It's not something she thinks about. There must be a queen. And so, the change begins. Days pass as she molts repeatedly, each time emerging larger and more regal. Finally, she stands as a queen, towering over her progeny. Her massive crest and ovipositors mark her status. She wastes no time. Her body knows what to do. The first egg forms immediately, pulsing with life, growing inside her massive frame, and then another. And another. Dozens. She's no longer a hunter. She is the mother of the hive. They should have sealed the doors, launched the escape pods, and never looked back. But humans, they always make the worst possible choices. So instead of running, they push forward, straight into the hive. The moment they step inside, they know they've messed up. The metal walls of the ship are gone, swallowed by the hive's resin. The floor feels alive under their boots, like it's breathing. And then, the eggs move. A soft, wet sound as one opens, and then another. Then all of them. The facehuggers launch. The crew opens fire. Bullets tear through the hive, but it's not enough. There are too many. One of them barely dodges as a facehugger whips past his head. They decide to retreat. They dive through the doorway, scrambling over each other, slamming a fist into the emergency lock panel. The door slams shut. A facehugger hits the glass. They're alive. For now. And that's when they make their first good decision. They set the self-destruct sequence, a last-ditch effort to wipe out the xenomorphs before it's too late. She feels it before she understands it. The shift in the ship's atmosphere, the sudden rise in temperature, the vibrations beneath her as the structure begins to fail. Something's wrong. The hive screeches in response, but she refuses to die with it. She fights her way towards the exit, but there is no escape. Another explosion rips through the chamber. The queen is engulfed in fire. From their escape pods, the surviving humans watch. It's over. Right? Right? Drifting. Among the wreckage, among the twisted metal and burned debris, something floats. Small, unassuming. An egg. Waiting for something. For someone. Far away, a blip appears on a scanner. A ship. A salvage crew, maybe. A rescue vessel? Unaware. They approach, locking onto the floating wreckage, pulling the debris into their cargo hold. They don't see the egg at first, but they will. And when they do, the cycle, it starts all over again.